Hi Libra, and welcome to your July general reading. So July is going to be an interesting month. It's the eclipse season, Capricorn, Cancer access. So the message is really going to be about self-care with Cancer, okay? Cancer is that most vulnerable part of us. It's the moon, okay? So you're only my second reading. And the message I'm giving to everyone is going to be about slowing everything down and resting, looking after your well-being. So I'll pull an additional guidance card. Oh, I've done the relationship reading. Sorry, they're on Vimeo. If you want to check them out, okay. One card for Libra before I shuffle the rest of the deck. One card. Okay, hold on. One card. Okay, you got two. Typical. Truth be told, a never-ending story. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm laughing at both those cards. That never-ending story is this feeling of going round and round and round in a circle. Okay, almost a feeling that you're on a treadmill. But truth be told, it's a very powerful card. The truth be told card, he stands on top of a mask. The mask is always that false persona that we wear in order to be accepted, in order to get by. I think most of us know what I'm talking about who watch the tarot. So when we take off that mask, we start to voice the truth. Okay, that's exactly what this card is. This truth is going to be met. I don't know which card came out first, by the way. This feeling of never-ending story. Is there a connecting card between these two? No, but then it's going to new life. Because the truth shall set us free. And when we take the mask off, it can be quite a challenging process to be vulnerable. I think a lot of us know that, and that's how most of us live very half fake lives. A lot of us live lives where we're not connected to our true authenticity. There's a funny old process happening this month for you. It's almost, you're going to be in the truth. The truth is going to leave you in a little bit of a, oh my God state, and then the new life comes. And it's that in-between space, Libra, that no one ever wants to be in. It's like the Hanged Man, the mind the gap, because that's where we meet our fear. But meeting our fear is how we transform our fear, and it's how we get the new life. This is going to be an interesting reading, Libra. I can feel it already. Yeah. So give me just a general reading for Libra. It's funny, when we go into the never-ending card, we're going to be going into the Cancer energy. Yeah, we just are, because it's about our childhood scripts, basically. So tell me more what's going on for Libra. Seven of Swords behind you, and the Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah. Some of you might be wanting to flee the scene with that Seven of Swords. It's a card of unspoken stuff. I call it a shadow card. And taking the mask off is literally stepping out of the shadow, by the way. Fifth and Knight of Pentacles. Can I carry on and then come back to it? So what you want is the world, yeah, for a cycle to complete. The Two of Swords is the gift. You're my second reading, and Aquarius got this as well, by the way, as the gift. Beautiful gift, guys, because the Two of Swords is the card of peace. And this is what I'm trying to get everyone to do in the eclipse season. look after your own self, your own being, and that's how you get peace in the long run anyhow. The challenge is the wheel, isn't it always? 9 of Wands in your relationships, there's still this boundary issue coming up. Again, this is going to be you or the other person you're dealing with, because other people bring us our karma, for better or for worse. Money, and you've got the 2 of Cups and money and work. 7 of Pentacles in the soul position. This is identical to Aquarius. Queen of Pentacles is the outcome. And then the Star card. You get a very similar reading to Aquarius, okay? The cards are very shuffled, so don't worry. It's not about that. And it doesn't even work that way, Libra. It just doesn't. So behind you, the 7 of Swords is a shadowy card. Things not been spoken about. A feeling of being, the picture tells the story, being stuck. Too much thinking. With the Knight of Pentacles, this might be regarding an earth sign, or it's the slow movement of something, because that Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, okay? When he turns up, I describe that there's someone, and he's on a raft, and he's on a specific ocean. This energy making its way to you, Libra. It's coming, but maybe the slowness of the energy is making you feel a little bit stuck in your story. 7 of Swords, a never-ending story. And this never-ending story would be, it's like I'm waiting. Wheel of Fortune as a challenge. Okay, so let's do the rest of the reading. The World is what you want. The last tarot, I want the story complete and I just want to launch into my new destiny, yeah? Beautiful card as what you want. Really, really love it. There's obviously a cycle, Libra, that wants to be finished here. Definitely. But the gift is a 2 of Swords. So that's a really interesting combination of cards, because you don't get cards like the World card unless you're at peace and not pushing, not even waiting, just at peace within your own identity. That's how you get cards like the World card, guys, okay? It doesn't, these trump cards don't come up every day. And when they do, with cards at the 2 of Swords, there's an awful lot of, no, it's almost a sense of just being happy with the person that you are. Even though the wheel is a challenge, as a funny old paradox here. You want the World, the 2 of Swords, being at peace is your gift, but there's still the World here, which means there's still a nagging thing in your head, Libra, okay? What's the nagging thing in your head to do with it? It's going to be about, time, because of the Hanging Man. Don't roll your eyes. Everyone rolls their eyes when they see the Hanging Man, because it's that feeling of, all right, I can be at peace with that. I want to be a much more in charge and powerful and launching my own destiny, but I've still got this wheel and the Hanging Man as a challenge, which means there's something that you're waiting on, essentially, Libra, okay? So 9 of Wands in your relationship house. I think most of you know this card. It's a card about boundaries. Either you're going to be meeting it, so this person you'd be meeting, very defensive, yeah, not quite willing to fully let you in, or this might be you operating at this dynamic, because you will not allow, because when you're at peace within your own being, you don't allow anything that's not at peace. Do you understand? You're just like, oh my God, get out of my personal space, until you bring something a little bit more, you know, a little bit more open, transparent, which is your outcome. So until you turn up for me in the way I deserve, just let me be at peace, because I'm actually okay as I am. Powerful, powerful stuff. Don't ever underestimate the power of self-confidence to change reality. The Two of Cups is in your money and work. So what's that about? Some of you might be meeting someone at work, or there might be someone who's bringing you news regarding finances. So do you want me to clarify it? One card for clarity for Libra. Oh, give me, I need to split the cards. One card. Oh, Ace of Cups and Two of Cups. So some of you are definitely meeting someone at work. I don't think there's much doubt about it, okay? For some of you, there's a little bit of good news coming your way regarding finances, and maybe that's what you're waiting for, and that's what the challenge is. Or this news that you're getting is helping you feel at peace between, at peace within your own identity. Very beautiful. My Ace of Cups is my good karma card, and I don't use a terminology like that very much, Libra. But sometimes in life, we get blessed things that happen to us. And it's almost that feeling that something or someone is taking care of us. It's happening in money and work, and for some of you it might come through a relationship dynamic, which is very interesting with these cards showing up. Anyhow, soul position, Seven of Pentacles, very much like the Two of Swords. Being quite at peace, very contemplating. The Sevens are mastery cards, because sometimes mastery is about being able to stop the world a little bit. To be in the Nine of Wands, to be in the Seven and the Two, to stop the world a little bit and to take a step back, to see the whole story that's playing out in your life, and to consider if this is what you want, if your needs are being met. And sometimes it's that pause, that sacred pause, that gives us time to reconsider our future. There's an awful lot of stuff happening around money here, and which makes sense of the outcome, because you get the Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is a pretty good card to get. Not always the easiest, because it means there's been a story beforehand. The peacock gets its tail because it eats its thorns, and sometimes the thorns are the bull crap that other people fling our way. But it looks like a lot of this has been worked through to get to this queen. And maybe that's why the peace is here, and maybe that's why the cycle is completing itself in the world, that something is coming full circle. But then you get a bit of a different dynamic. You get the Star card, which is the absolute opposite of the Nine of Wands. Look, she's naked, she pours her water, she's transparent, she's open. So this is the opposite. I mean, look, this guy's got a helmet on. Is such a defensive, closed energy. Not always a negative. In fact, sometimes this is my favourite card when I have to get people to back off me, especially when their demands are too heavy, or what they're bringing me is a Ten of Wands, and I'm just like, no way, just back off me, because I need rest, I need time to consider, I need time to reflect. So not a bad card, just interesting, and it's going to play out for people in different ways. But the Star card is a beautiful card. It's Grace, by the way. And grace is everything. It's grace that brings all healing. And it's with the Six of Cups. So there's some sort of reconciliation here coming. And for some of you, there might be a little bit of a gap in your relationship dynamics. Maybe there's already a gap. I would say this would be the reconnection card. But Libra, what I need to get across to you, this is not a punishment, okay? And I know it's not a punishment because of the 7 and the 2 of Swords showing up, because they're what wants to happen. Because of the nodal, the eclipses and being in Cancer, we're all being called to go in to recharge our batteries, to actually begin to question what we give our time to. And I think that's sort of what's coming across when you're reading. It was very, very similar to Aquarius. And when that happens, it's probably because of the message of the eclipse. If something doesn't nurture you, if something doesn't feed you, something doesn't love you, then you just might be asked to say, back off me, until something is worked through. Because it looks like with the Star card and the 6 of Cups, something will be worked through, because this is the openness. This is the Star card comes after the Tower. So the eclipse season is finished, and now peace has been restored, and this is clearly in a relationship with the 6 of Cups. Okay, and it's not a relationship, it's about getting what you want. It's about good news coming your way. Oh, and that my picture just dropped. That's funny. Anyhow, guys, I need to go and check out the Vimeo readings, and I wish you all the best, loads of love and loads of rest, guys. That is what July eclipse season is about. I give to myself, okay? I give to myself. I say no and I give to myself. Loads of love, guys. Bye.